Okay, so I'm going to show you the image of a human being. The one man in the room might look like an architect and go, what the heck is that? This is called a tensegrity structure that's not attached to the earth. It's just got little tiny poles that are touching the ground at various degrees in various places. Right? It's not attached to the earth. But every single joint is connected to every other joint. So if you take a tensegrity structure and I grab it over here and pull, the stress of that pull will be distributed throughout every single joint in the structure. This is you. You are a tensegrity structure. You are a bubble floating on planet Earth, and sometimes you need to ground yourself, which is why we did that breath in the beginning, because that's the grounding breath. Yeah? And everything affects everything else. So when I stretch my arm, everybody join me, stretch your right arm out. What happened to your left hip? Yeah. Everything's connected to everything else. So if you can keep that in your mind while we're practicing yoga, you start unraveling the mystery of your body. You start unraveling it and getting to know it really intimately. Yeah. Told you my teaching had changed. Rachel's a friend from a long time ago.
No, jury's still out on that.
The jury's still out, she said.
See by the end.
Rachel and I go way, way back. Someone I love dearly. All right, and this is an interesting image. So this is from Heart Math Institute. It's a very lovely, balanced, harmonious drawing of your energy body, your toric field. Yeah, centering around the heart. So when the Heart Math Institute has done its research, the magnetism of the brain has a certain amount of expanse that can be measured. The magnetism of the heart is 3 and 4 times that of the brain. So the brain is really is an antenna. The heart is the wisdom. Brain is the antenna, heart is the wisdom. Okay, so that's that image. I want you to have that image in your mind. Here's another version of that, which is a little more loosey-goosey. Isn't this a kind of a wild version? What about the up and down spiral? What about that vertical spiral that goes through the midline of the body? Right? And, oh yeah, wow. That's kind of interesting. Feeding you, I'm just feeding you a little bit of food here. This is food. And in reality, and I don't know where this image came from, and I realized that I'm so bad about making notations about where images come from. I obviously got it off the internet. But this is an actual image of the toric field of planet Earth. So what you want to know is that every living organism has a toric field, from the littlest insect to the whole Mother Earth herself, and everyone, all her inhabitants. Yeah, we all have this toric field. And what I love about this one, and I'll put it out for you to look at the end of class, is that it's not schematic and well balanced. It's like, right? There's all this. Sound effects are very important. Sound effects are very important because it's undulating. It's not static. It's constantly changing. It's constantly undulating and changing, right? How amazing. How amazing is that? Now we're getting close to the real theme of this class, and I have the month themes planned out this morning. I have to wait until my channel's open to know what I'm supposed to do next, so they came through this morning. But I want to share this image of you and of me, of us. And this is the closest I could find, and I paid for this image, so this is cool, I'm cool with this. I paid for this image. So this is sort of an image describing some of that midline energy. But what happens? The midline doesn't go from the crown of our head to our perineum. It goes above the crown of the head, 3, 4, 5 feet, and down into the earth another 3 feet. It doesn't just go in your spine. It goes all through you, all through you. And the more you allow that energy to come through and ground it, lots of beautiful things happen. You feel grounded. You feel more peaceful. You feel like a sense of connection, a sense of maybe even purpose to help you follow your dreams, follow your heart, because you have the strength of spirit with you. Because you have the strength of spirit with you. And this is the piece that, we kind of skirt around this in yoga. Oh yes, I'm spiritual. I'm doing yoga so I can be more spiritual. I'm doing yoga because my body hurts and I don't want it to hurt anymore. Very physical idea. But what about the fact that it's connected, everything's connected to everything else? What about that? As I use the term in this book, spiritual awareness means the ability to open yourself to infinite possibilities where there are no limits to creativity or capability and no restrictions to time, space, mortality, or any other boundary. These are considered to be artificial limits imposed by the physical body's mind and intellect. According to yoga, the spiritual body can do anything. It knows everything, and it does not die. It is eternal. The physical body works, and the spiritual body feels, sensory. So this process about using fantasy. So what she does in this book a lot is help you to use fantasy to discover these parts of yourself, right? And this is a quote from Carl Jung, without this playing of fantasy, this undulation, this playing with fantasy, creative work has never yet come to birth. Never yet come to birth. The debt we owe to the play of imagination is incalculable. And that was Carl Jung who said that. Okay, powerful words. So this process is exactly what yoga is all about. The tools of yoga, exercise, breathing, meditation, and ethical behavior show a person how to build the strength, courage, and determination needed to sustain the spiritual body as it joins forces with the physical. I'm going to stop there because I could really go on, but I'll save some for another time.